Alright, what's up YouTube? This is going to be another video about how I come across trading and why I'm doing it. I know I did a video like this previously, but this is just to get it all off my chest and out, to anybody that, didn't either hear it or maybe had a question or, all that good stuff. But anyway, I grew up as the youngest child. My dad was a foster kid growing up, so they spoiled me to death, and he was just doing what he thought was best. And as I got older, I was very prideful and entitled, and I didn't have any coping skills. So when I went through life and realized that life was hard. I lost a relationship. I wasn't getting to see my kid, and I started using drugs, and went down a very, very bad road. Anyway, it took me a long time to grow up. Actually, 2020, I grew up, during the pandemic. That made me realize, that the world wasn't the way it is, that there's a lot of different things out there that's, at play. So I immediately started looking at ways to make money because I was having to, that was my avenue out, was I've got to make money, I've got to make money. And we swept London low here as we displaced higher. This would be where you would want to get in if you was going long. I don't know how today played out. We'll see real quick, just for poops and giggles. Stop would have been below here. You would have been in. You would have got it. There you go. Perfect. You would have been in at 768. 10-point stop. Take out this high. 68, 32, and 7. That's 50. Ooh, that's a good one. Anyway, back to the story that probably nobody's going to listen to, but just want to get it off my chest. I went to drop shipping. Then I went to a few different things. Then I found trading. And I was like, man, this is awesome. Press a few buttons. Make some money. And I got funded actually my first time. I don't know how long it took you to get funded, but I thought it was just easy. And first time, passed it, but we all know how that goes. About a month into it, I found ICT, and went through his stuff rather quickly and found some success pretty quick. But now looking back, I've been very lazy. Like learning, marking up charts, just the whole 9 yards. And that's why I've kind of brushed back a little bit and taking a break, is just realizing how impulsive I've been, how undisciplined that I've been, and how lazy I've been. So I'm really going to go through his content again and take copious notes, and I'm going to share that on YouTube if it helps somebody. If somebody wants to do it with me, I may live stream going through his stuff one episode at a time, making notes, doing the homework, that sort of thing. But I spent a lot of time, after I got divorced, I didn't get to see my kid, and to this day I haven't saw her since she was 14 and she's 19. And that's why I will never quit, and I have to get psycho about this, because if I can make enough money for my family to not have to worry about somebody else to take care of them. And that's why I feel like I lost my daughter, because they're rich, and she's probably scared and she don't know what to do, but she's dependent on the lifestyle, and the money and stuff. So I just have to do better. I've been I thought I was doing good, and I have been, but I didn't put in the time like I should have studying. I found something that worked and just ran with it, and then I thought I knew it all. And you know how ICT traders are. They think they know it all. They can trade everything, and you know, I have to have more confluences. So just so you know, my trades are going to be with an order block and a fair value gap, or if the order block fails, if it's a breaker, a valid breaker, meaning if it makes a short-term high or short-term low, and acts as a breaker for the unicorn setup. Or I'm going to use the 2022 model, the three models I'm going to go with, because I can't trade the 930 most time. If so, I could use the FCR, but this video is really just me getting stuff off my chest, you know, just growing up late in life and figuring out that I should have been trying a long time ago, and I just didn't know no better. So that's why I want to let you know, if you're struggling, just keep hammering at it. You can only fail if you quit. That's the best thing I've heard in a long time. So I'm not quitting. I'm going to go back over everything and be more diligent about it, and not be lazy. Mark up the charts, do the back testing, all that good stuff. And I'm going to be live streaming it for anybody that wants to join, that wants to learn. Like episode 1, go through it, make notes, talk about it, do the homework, see if there's any unanswered questions, and then go from there. But I'm just a regular guy who was just a spoiled brat, who woke up late in life, who's just now found trading. I'm in my second year, and I'm trying to break free for the freedom. I don't want the money to be like a showboat or for pride or ego or anything like that. I just want it for freedom of my time and freedom for my location and family. And trading can definitely provide that if you can get yourself out of the way and be disciplined, have a protocol, a profitable protocol, and stick to it is the thing. And that's what I've had trouble with, is just setting a daily loss and and having just any kind of routine at all, instead of just jumping on the chart and saying, hey, I'm trading from 7:30 to 8:15, whatever looks good, let's take it. It's gotta have some sort of system. And I had one and I was doing well, and it just went to my head. Thought I could do more than I actually could, and I need to take some time to reflect and back test and journal correctly, and just essentially just to kind of start over my routine and develop a better, develop a routine, and have confluences that I check off before I take a trade and things of that nature. I still do have a few funded accounts, but I'm going really, really slow on them. They're like $500 after 3 days. So, just trying to get small payouts, stacking small wins. But I know I'm just rambling, but my family depends on me. My daughter depends on me. My wife, my mom and dad. There's a lot of people that depend on me, and I have to, I have to do a better job. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's why we're all in it. So if anybody wants to join what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going through the ICT mentorship, the 42 videos, one at a time, doing what he says, taking the notes, doing the homework, and just going all through those. And then I'll probably go through the Market Maker Primer course and the core content as well throughout the end of the year, just to get the fundamentals back down until something changes. That's the plan. So I appreciate you. God bless you. And here on out, I'm gonna be making videos on like fair value gaps, order blocks, different strategies, just anything that I think that may help you. So I'm gonna have some good stuff coming, I promise. Just not a bunch of me rambling. So God bless you and good luck trading.